This is the story of Larai, a young girl born in the vibrant city of Kano, Nigeria. Growing up in a Christian Hausa family, to loving parents Ibrahim and his wife Maryam, Larai's early years were full of joy and love. She grew up surrounded by love, faith, and the rich traditions of her Hausa culture. Her parents, devout in their faith and devotion towards the things of God, made sure to instill into their children the love and fear of the Lord from a tender age. But life was about to change, as Larai's faith was just on the verge of being tested. At the age of 13, Larai and her family moved to the quieter city of Jos. They moved into a brand new house, hopeful for a fresh start. In Jos, Larai found herself drawn to the stories of the Bible. Every night, she would sit with her mother and father, listening intently to the Word of God as narrated by her father. Her favorite stories were those of faith and courage, of David, Daniel, and Esther. She was a girl who loved the things of God. Both Larai and her parents loved their new home, but little did they know, hidden dangers lurked within its doors. One night, as Larai lay asleep in her bed, a soft noise interrupted the silence. A gentle thud, as if something had fallen to the ground. The house was new and unknown to Larai and her parents. A snake had likely been hidden in the ceiling. It had crawled through one of the small holes and found its way into her room. Their new home was a two-bedroom flat, and during the daytime, Maryam, Larai's mom, usually kept Larai's younger brother, 8 months old Ruel, in Larai's room as they both go about their daily house chores. It was also in the same room that Ibrahim, Larai's dad, usually stacked his shoes against the wall on a shoe rack. Morning came, and Larai began her daily chores, sweeping her room as she always did. But as she reached for her father's shoe, she saw it. Coiled inside was a viper, its scales glistening in the light. Sensing Larai's presence, the snake raised its head, ready to strike. Both Larai and her mother were at a loss over what to do. Mommy took her phone and dialed Ibrahim's number. He was at work, and even though he wanted to rush home, it will take time. Larai knew she had to act fast. She rushed out of their apartment and quickly went over to their neighbor Suleiman's residence, whom they have been staying with together in the same compound since they moved to Jos. She called out to him to come help them out quickly. Without hesitation, Suleiman, their trusted neighbor, grabbed a metal bar and followed Larai back to her room as soon as he heard what was going on. With calm determination, Suleiman entered Larai's room. There, inside the shoe, lay the deadly viper. Its head was still raised, ready to strike. With a swift strike, Suleiman brought the bar down on the snake. The threat was over. That evening, Larry's father returned home, and together with his family, they gave thanks to God for his protection. They knew it was by his grace that Larry and everyone else was safe. But Larry wasn't just concerned about herself. She kept asking herself the question, what if her brother Ruel was left alone in the room with the snake, and the snake had crawled up to the cot where he lay? Or what if Daddy went in to wear the same shoe that the snake had crawled into? That night, Larry slept with a heart full of gratitude, knowing that God's hand was upon her family, protecting them in every moment of danger.